This video is brought to you by the Deck of Many and Humblewood.net. Welcome back to the Gallant Goblin. I'm Theo, and today we have for you a preview brick of the Volos and Mordenkainen's Foes set of pre-painted miniatures from WizKids. This set is scheduled to come out in December of 2019, but WizKids was kind enough to send us an early preview brick to give you all a little sneak peek of what's to come. It, of course, supports these two books, Volo's Guide to Monsters and Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Now, I have not sat down and read these cover to cover just yet, as I should, and as you probably should. So a lot of these creatures I won't know the lore for just yet. I haven't actually previewed for myself what's in this set either, and I haven't even looked at the size of the boxes, so this is all going to be a surprise for me. But we will cover the full lore of each creature and when we do our full set video coming up as soon as we get our full case sometime in December. But let's go ahead and start opening them up and see what we have inside. All right, this set is going to feature large creatures at maximum. There's no huge creatures in this set, so just something to keep in mind. Our first one here is a Barghest. All right. Now, if my memory serves, the Barghest is a creature that I believe is a foe of the goblinoids, particularly goblins. But I don't remember too much more beyond that. But now it looks like a creepy foe with like sharp fangs and sharp claws. So that's really interesting. Next we have... All right, little fella is a Meenlock. I don't know anything about this little alien-looking figure. I have to imagine that he's either a planar entity or an Underdark creature, but I'll do my research and find out. Little antenna on his head. I have no idea. Let's see what else we have in this one. Oh, this one almost looks like a little necromancer. This is a shadow dancer. I think this is a Shadowfell creature. He's got little spiked chains hanging from his arms. They almost look like they're little skeleton arms that are clinging onto him, but I think they're meant to be chains. Yeah, his face looks quite good as well, with little eyebrows and eyes. Not bad at all. All right. Our next one here is, oh, interesting. An Orc Claw of Luthic. If my memory serves, this is a female orc who is tasked with defending the village, the goblin camp or village, when the hunters have left to go on whatever scavenging missions they need to go on. And she's left behind to defend herself. Doesn't seem to be armed with any particular weapons, but she has a little bone necklace around her neck and sharp claws. So... that's very nice. Okay. All right. First, we have a Trapper. Let's see. Oh, gosh. I have no idea. It looks just like a Dwarven forged floor that is peeling up to... capture somebody. That is, I have not read about this at all, but that is a lot of fun. It looks like one of those sort of animated rugs that you can trick your players into getting trapped by when they're looking for trapdoors. So that, I really like this one. That's really super cool. Next we have, oh, these are wrapped up tight. What the heck? This one is... oh, a Summer Eladrin, and this one is super bent on mine. So when they arrive to you like this, all you need to do is put them under hot water. Tap water is fine, very hot. Just hold it there for a little while until it becomes a little bit more flexible. Bend it back into shape and then dunk it into ice water. So I'll do that before we put it up here on the roundabout. But you can see maybe the difference here of how it arrived and how it left. But yeah, these are an elf subrace that can change their appearance and their abilities depending on the season and depending on their kind of state of mind at the time. So that's very interesting. I featured one in my adventure that I wrote, I Am Your World, which you can find on DM's Guild. Next we have What? Maurezhi. I might be mispronouncing that. Oh, interesting. I have no idea about this one either. It looks like on almost an undead or underdark creature with bloody claws. Almost elven ears. I'm interested to read the lore about this one, but I really don't know anything about it. And let's see. I need to check if any of these are rares. Yeah, I think our Summer Eladrin here is a rare, so number 37. So that's one of our 3 rares we should get in this brick. And our last one here in this box is another little creature. It is a choker. Number 12, nice long little arms, slimy, glossy body, little tentacle fingers. I really like the glossy texture on this one that makes it look really slimy and gross. So a very nice little choker there. All right, let's see what's next. Box 3. We have a Boneclaw. Let's see. Oh, wow. I feel like I've seen this one somewhere. Maybe this is one of the promotional art ones I wasn't able to avoid. Wow, with the giant bony clawed arms and the wrappings around its waist that are moving in the wind almost. And the bloody jaw and eyes. And you can see the muscles in the forearms and in the bicep area. That's super creepy. A Boneclaw. Okay, that's our large for this one. Next we have a Chitine. Chitine? I might be mispronouncing that one as well. 4 arms, little daggers. I'm not familiar with this one either. Wild hair. I really don't know about this one either. This is a common figure, number 4. It's a really neat looking fellow. It might have 6 eyes as far as I can tell there. This is going to be a fun set to research, I think. They really made some creative choices in these 2 books. Ooh. This is Bodak. This is number 1, very common. He's got the face from the movie Scream, really. And really nicely sculpted with, you can see the spine coming across through the rags draped over his back. And super creepy. It's a great set for Halloween. And our last one here. Number 24, Shadow Mastiff. Or Mastiff? I think it's Mastiff. And probably another Shadowfell creature. You can see the little tendrils coming off his back. Very canine face with the teeth coming out. Yeah, that's really interesting too. All right. Oh, we have a runner. Our runner is the Ogre Battering Ram. I feel like they don't make a lot of Ogre minis. Maybe you can correct me. A lot of you are experts in the comments areas below, but I don't feel like I have a lot of Ogre minis. So I'm always appreciative of getting more. And this one's super cool. The sort of metallic reflections on the end of the Battering Ram, the nice bone necklace, fur coming off of his little gloves, the wraps around his feet. I like all the little details. These paint jobs, to my eyes, are getting better and better. And, this is a super neat one. All right, that's our Ogre. Next. What is this? Oh, yes, this is our Tortle Druid. We are finally getting some Tortle minis. We recently reviewed a Critical Role mini that you can click in the corner of your screen, the little Tortle character from Critical Role. But this is our little nice Druid that looks quite different from the Orly miniature that we got before. Less armored, wearing just a belt rather than a full outfit. Yeah, this is really neat. Do many of you like to play Tortle characters when you are playing Dungeons & Dragons? Is it a popular race? I've never had a player choose to play a Tortle, so I don't know. Let's see what we have next. This little fella. Oh, yeah. No, it's a Korred. It looks... Oh, no, I'm not really familiar with this. It looks like... I'm forgetting the names of them now, but sort of the Underdark versions of maybe like a gnome or a halfling or something. I'm not really sure. But looks like another common creature that we'll probably get a few of. Got a whip in his hand, but I'll have to... A little wild mustache and beard. So I'll get some more information on him, but that looks really neat. And our last one in this box is... Ooh. Oh. Another common, an Iron Cobra. Definitely looks like a cobra guarding a little chest, I believe. Very small little chest. Nicely painted too with little gold accents on it. All right, that's our Iron Cobra. Okay, halfway done. Oh, this is a heavy one. Always go for the heavy ones. Ooh, heavy for a reason. We have a Venom Troll. Much more robust than your typical troll. Again, sort of reminds me of Mr. Creosote from Meaning of Life. But got his little loincloth and belly and little troll boils coming over his whole body. Nicely detailed, like gums and teeth and eyes. That's really like some of the best mouth work I've seen on a mini. Really cool. Number 30. Also in this box, we have another Tortle. This is number 6. This one does not have the spell effect. And so this one you could use for maybe if you're playing a Tortle monk, or really you could play that. This could be just about any kind of character that you wanted it to be. Armed with a spear. So yeah, they have lots of options for this little Tortle. That's good. If you're not going to have a lot of minis of a particular race, it's nice to make them generic enough that you can use them for anything. Next, we have a Woad, another common figure. I'm not familiar with this one either. Probably a fey creature. Armed with, looks like a shield and a club that's sprouting from its own body, if I'm not mistaken. Wood texture, the brown going to the green. Little beady eyes coming out from the shadows. That's a really interesting creature. And the last one in this box. It's rather large for a medium-sized creature. Let's see. Not a rare though, but oh wow. This is really cool. This is a Gnoll Pack Leader. We have plenty of Gnolls. Not a lot of ogres, but plenty of Gnolls. But this is the nicest dressed and armored Gnoll that I've seen. The metallic chainmail, the axe that needs just a little bit of straightening out. Oh, nice shadowing. This really looks cool. Super happy with this Gnoll. Again, with the teeth looking nice. All right, so far it's a really interesting set. Let's try our next box. I think we've only gotten one rare so far. Maybe I missed it. Well, let's see if we can figure it out. Okay. Our first one here is the Death Kiss. Ooh. That looks like definitely like a beholder related creature with the single eye and the tendrils that ended little suckers. Really, the paint scheme, the fleshy tendrils that end in the red suckers is super creepy. A single eyeball. Yeah, this is a number 41, so this may be a rare as well. Probably is a rare. Looks very cool. Next, is our first real repeat, the Bodak. Number 1, so I'm not surprised we get a couple of them. But again, that's one of the nicest number 1s that we've gotten. Usually the number 1 creature is a fairly small, insignificant thing. And then we have another Korred here, number 11, with a little whip. This whip is positioned a little bit differently on him based on the little being bent. And finally, we have another Shadow Mastiff. So a couple of repeats in this one, but that's to be expected. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next box. This one's a little heavy as well. All right, here we have a Banderhobb. Oh gosh. I swear, this set has got some of the creepiest things I've ever seen. I don't even know where to start. Covered in boils, almost started off as a frog, but not really. The teeth again, the squinty eyes. The way it's painted, you can really see the texture on the skin. This is so disgusting, and I can't wait to play with it on the table. I have no idea. I'm very curious to learn about this creature as well. This is why I need to sit down and read all my source books. I just need to find a little time to do that. Next we have this says a Gnoll, I think. Let me get it out of the plastic. Yeah, Gnoll number 3. Very similar to our War Chief. Just does not have the helmet, the bone helmet, and wielding a bow instead of an axe. But otherwise has the same outfit, the same coloring, and the same armor, as far as I can tell. Otherwise it looks to be pretty similar. But hey, I'm not going to complain because this is a really nice Gnoll figure. This is one of the most nicely armored Gnolls I've seen too. I feel like they don't normally come wearing heavy armor, if I remember correctly. Ooh. This is a Choldrith. All right. This is a spider creature wielding a dagger, which is not something you'd want to find when you're wandering around your house at night. And 6 eyes again. Humanoid hands. That's also really disgusting. All right. Definite creepy theme in this set. Alrighty. And finally in this box, if I can get him to stand upright, we have a little creature. And we have a Derro. There's your little underdark creature. With an interesting weapon. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know that it's like a roped, hooked staff that I don't completely recall what they call it. But that's a nice. We've got 1 or 2 Derro creatures in previous sets that we can compare him against when we do our full video. All right, we have one last box. I think we're still missing one rare, unless I missed it somewhere. All right, it's not the large in this one. This is they're really challenging my ability to pronounce words. Leucrotta, which is, I don't even know how to describe this. Another sort of dog-like creature. Looks very malnourished, possibly. I don't know what to say. It looks quite similar, a little bit to our our guest over here with the ridged back, but I don't think they're related. But yeah, interesting creature. No idea. Let's see if we have a rare in one of these bags. This 21A, a Skull Lord. Oh wow, not a rare, but could possibly be. 3 skulls on its head, and nice metallic armor with another skull embedded in its chest. This is a very creepy little villain creature. And next we have our Meazel. I don't know. Number 13. Looks like possibly another Fey or Underdark creature or Shadowfell. I have no idea. Most of the creatures are from one of those three realms. Either the Feywild, the Shadowfell, or the Underdark. But I'm not familiar with this creature either. But creepy hair and ears, another little bone necklace, armed with a short sword. A lot of loincloths in this set too. Finally, a fairly large and colorful figure. 34, so this is indeed our final rare. Ooh, wow. Oh my god. All right. This is our Githzerai Anarch. I have never seen anything quite like this before. She has a translucent cape and dress, interesting shield effect that looks like it has arrows implanted into it, possibly just casting the shield spell. And that is a crazy creature. It does not seem like the shield can be removed, but maybe. Because she's also standing on a little wooden platform, which most of these minis are not. I don't want to mess with it too much, so I don't break it, but it doesn't seem to... Oh, nope, there we go. There we go. You can take it off. Yeah, this is sort of like... in the Mad Mage set, the Mad Mage himself had a nice removable spell effect like this. So when the shield comes up, you can just slide it right in. Wow. Yeah, there you go. Just be a little careful because this plastic is a little bit easy to break, but yeah, slide right in like that. That is a very unique and interesting mini. A rare Githzerai Anarch. Glad we got that one last. Okay. When the set releases in December, you can check out our full review. We'll show you the up-close view of each creature, and we'll give you the lore behind it, and you'll be able to see the creatures all out on the Dwarven Forge together to see what they might look like on your gaming table. We'd like to thank our sponsor for this video, as always, the Deck of Many. They have their new animated spell cards that have been released recently. These are fantastic little additions to have on your gaming table. We use them every single time we play in person. They have the nice animated fronts with the lenticular 8 frames of animation that's really pretty to look at. And then on the back is everything you need to know to cast that spell. So I just have these divided out for my players and hand them a little baggie with their particular spell card so they can have them at the table when they come to my games. They also, the Deck of Many, have a new campaign setting book coming out later this year called Humblewood. Humblewood features fantastic art. It features a beautiful forest setting with magical creatures, 10 new playable races, new magical items, monsters, and it also features a load of peripherals that you can use with the system, including maps, DM screens, animated spell cards, all sorts of things. You can learn more about it by visiting humblewood.net. Thank you for watching our video today. If you enjoyed the content, you can click the little like button below and follow us for more reviews of miniatures and other gaming supplements. And thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time on the Gallant Goblin.